Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm going to continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
Oh, I'm busy.
What you want. That's not what I want.
What's up? What's up, guys? I wasn't going to do the stream today, honestly. I was not planning to do a Let's Talk Pop this Saturday. I just didn't, because I wasn't really sure what I was going to talk about, to be honest with you. But some big news did come around this Saturday. So yeah, episode 30 of Let's Talk Pop. It's Superman news, Superman Legacy news, not official news, just some news. And you know me, I like to do official stuff, but this is not official. But hey, guys, AW here in order. If you're new here, subscribe. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, please. Please do that for me. I'm in my room this time, but yeah, it's episode 30. This is the only news I have for this episode, really. To talk about, honestly, but this basically it is in my description. It's basically from all Hollywood Reporter. It's basically potential castings for James Gunn's Superman Legacy. That's basically it. That's it. I'm kind of busy. That's all. That's all that it's gonna be in this stream, I guess. So I guess it's a special Let's Talk Pop episode 30. So my last episode was Thursday instead of Wednesday. But yeah, so my 30th episode. Make sure to comment, guys. Invitations are out. I haven't gone into detail yet. I've seen the potential casting. Yeah, thank you, Degrassi. Happy 30th, thank you. It's only been 2 months. I'm ready for my 30th episode. I know people do it like every day. Okay, we're not gonna go very long, okay? The reason we're not gonna go very long is because I have another show to do on my sports channel at 10 o'clock or 10:15. And I want to take a break, and I also want to do a little short on my other channel, and hopefully it gets me my 300th sub. And because I forgot my phone, by the way, be right back. Sorry, I had to get my phone. Yeah, so I'm trying to get my 300 subscribers on my sports channel. That's all I'm trying to get. Okay, so casting updates, not official updates. Let me see what we got the list. Hi, Blue Jay. Okay. Don't come on yet, please. Please don't come on If I give you city invitation, don't come on yet unless you're please until I announce the names and okay, of who's being potentially who they're looking at as potential characters in Superman Legacy. Please, so don't come on yet. So if you have the invitation, please don't come on yet, please, because I have to go through the list. Okay, we'll start with Superman. Superman. It looks like Jacob Elordi, I guess, is not in the running to be Superman / Clark Kent. And he was one of the people everybody talked about potentially be Superman Clark Kent, but it seems like he's not interested in the role. He was discussed for the role of Superman, but did not submit an audition, a tape, or whatever for the role. That doesn't mean he could change. He could submit a tape tomorrow or today, or whatever, next week. But it looks like right now he's not a front runner, or is even a runner, or is even a candidate. Okay. So where's his picture? Let me see his picture. No, that's not him. Here we go. He does seem like he has a face for Clark. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Anybody that is running for Clark Kent has a face for Superman Clark. A younger version can also be running for like a Nightwing, if you ask me. I always joked around like, you know what? Anybody looks like that could be a Clark Kent Superman. It looks like it could be a young. If you're getting a younger version of Clark Kent Superman, they look like they could be a young version of Nightwing. I'll get to that stuff. Yeah, obviously, yes. So also, we heard about this guy, David. What's his name? David Corenswet. What a name. Also, the running. Now, he's in the running for Superman. I'm just saying. Look at these guys. These guys that are running for Superman. They're looking to be Nightwing. Or like a young Jason Todd. 6'7". Superman is 6'3". But I'm just saying. They know they could be Jason Todd. I'm sorry. Like Jason Todd or Nightwing. It's hilarious. Look. I'm telling you. Nightwing, Jason Todd, and Tim Drake, they all have the same facial feature as Superman. Okay? Except Superman's obviously larger in the size. But I'm just saying, face-wise, they all look the same. If you ever notice... Yeah. That's why I don't think Nicholas Hoult fits that. I know Nicholas Hoult, maybe years ago, would have fit that. If he's looking for somebody in his 20s, Nicholas Hoult is not that. Years ago, maybe. Remember, Nicholas Hoult was in the running for Bruce Wayne, Batman, in the Batman before Robert Pattinson got it. He was the runner-up. He was the runner-up to Robert Pattinson for the Batman. No, I think Nicholas Hoult would be a good addition to Superman's Legacy. He's a good actor. He played Beast in the X-Men movies. Those X-Men movies were... Well, the first two were good. The last two were garbage. But that wasn't his fault. I think he tried his best with the Beast character. But he just doesn't... Nicholas Hoult does not look like Superman. I'm sorry. He does not look like Clark. Apex Lex Luthor version? Let me see that. Oh, man. I don't want that. That's not, no. No. If you want to build up a universe, this is what you do. Lex Luthor has to be someone that he's up to some fishy stuff. He's a suspect, but he's always able to cover his tracks. And in one point, he tries to run for presidency or something like that. Okay, make a president in this universe. And people are gonna say, "Oh, that's the same thing Marvel's doing with Thunderbolt Ross." No, Thunderbolt Ross was never a villain. It was Ross in the MCU was not a villain. Okay, he never was a villain. He was just doing what he was supposed to do. With the Soviet Accords and all that, obviously. But yeah, but that's not the same thing. Lex Luthor was always perceived as someone you can't trust. And someone, but he wants for presidency. And yeah, and you know what? I'd rather make Lex Luthor president in this universe. All right? Because one of my favorite things is when he becomes president in the DC comics and the movie. Okay? That movie, Public Enemies, did Civil War better than this did Civil War really, really good. Okay? When Power Girl, Captain Atom, and No Major Force technically was a villain, they all went after Superman and Batman. And then they had all the villains. You know what? I would like something like that in DC. Yeah, you're gonna copy Marvel. But this is fucking Lex Luthor, guys. This is Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor has to be a staple in this new DCU, okay? Has to be one of those villains that it's you don't kill him off. He has to be around for some time. If an actor wants to be Lex Luthor and the actor gets cast as Lex Luthor, they have to sign a multi-picture deal. That's it. Rachel, I know who. Or Legion, but here's Legion. Rachel Brosnahan. I know who she is. But I don't think Nicholas Hoult is going to be Lex Luthor. Okay? And I don't think Batista is going to be Lex Luthor. I don't think Batista... Oh, okay, Batista is a good actor. He's improved a lot over the years. But I don't think he could pull the chops to play Lex Luthor. I don't think he has the chops to play Lex Luthor. It's a 10-year deal. See? I don't think Batista wants to do that. I don't think he has acting chops to play Lex Luthor, personally. He's gone much better. I'll say that. But I don't think he's fit. I don't think he fits Lex Luthor, Batista. And I think it's a possibility he might end up in the DCU, but I don't think it'll be a staple in the DCU, Batista. Possibly a villain of some point. The possibility of him Bane apparently has been thrown out. He could be somebody else. I just don't think he fits Lex Luthor. Exactly. This Lex Luthor has to resemble somebody like Michael Rosenbaum, who's manipulative, who's condescending, who's sneaky, suspect, could cover his own tracks, but also is willing to get physical, use the armor suit, use Kryptonian, the kryptonite, whatever, to go up against Luthor, Superman. We have to fight Superman, right? I don't want to see it. And the problem, like, okay, I love the Donner movies. The Donner movies are good. The first two were good. They had Lex Luthor, but Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor never fought Superman. Never fought Superman. He was the main villain of the first 2 movies, besides Zod, but he never fought Superman. I would like to see Superman fight Lex Luthor, but have every aspect of Lex Luthor present. Okay? Where he goes combat Superman. I want to see Lex Luthor fight Superman. Okay? All-Star Superman. Watch that movie. That was great. All-Star Superman. I have no problem with the black Lex Luthor, okay? Okay? The animated show, right? He was black, right? Voiced by Clancy Brown, but he was black. I have no problem with that. I don't care if he's black or white, okay? Personally, I have no problem. And I don't have a problem with him being LexCorp, when an LexCorp / scientist, like he originally was. He was originally created as a scientist. I have no problem with him being a rich billionaire scientist. I have no problem with that either. I guess I'm looking for, I don't know. Yeah, thank you, Anthony. I guess I'm looking for, like, I guess, all-around Lex Luthor. Here's the thing, Degrassi, with the age, I don't mind an older Lex Luthor. I don't mind, like, I'm not talking about much older Lex Luthor. I don't mind, like, a 5 to 10 year older Lex Luthor than Superman. I don't mind that. I think that could work. But Nicholas Hoult, I know he's in the running for Superman. He doesn't look like Superman or Lex Luthor. Doesn't say he's not going to get a role in this movie because he is a good actor. So Lex Luthor is obviously going to be a villain right away. But right, he's going to be somebody. He's going to be. Yeah. So we know Batman's already established. We know the Lanterns are going to be established. We know Wonder Woman's going to be established. Yeah, you're right. Peacemaker, all that. We know that, right? The Hollywood Reporter said that today, but we knew about this months ago. James Gunn pretty much said that months ago. Thank you, yeah. Thank you. Like, I just want to see a Lex Luthor at least get physical with Superman. Obviously, you cannot go one-on-one with Superman, strength versus strength, brawn versus brawn. But if you watch All-Star Superman, he kind of gains powers. Maybe he could do that. But that would be a long way off if they go down the president route. I don't know. There's a lot of things you could do with Lex Luthor, okay? In the DCU. I know he's more of a Superman kind of villain, but there's a lot of things you could do in the overall scheme of the DC universe. He's that kind of villain, right? Right? Obviously. Like same with the League of Assassins, right? Same with the League of Assassins we got in Brave and the Bold. Yeah. I just don't think Nicholas Holt's gonna get it. I don't think Nicholas Holt's gonna get it. Because I don't think he looks like Superman, and I think he's too old for Superman. I think it's down between these two, but there's going to be a lot of auditions you have to go through. Yeah, you could do something like that, or you might have to continue after 10 years, right? Right? If you make a president by then, you have to make sure he gets impeached. I'm not going, and I know I said it, and people are going to have to go say, oh, that's rogue. This is going to make, you're representing Lex Luthor as Trump. Bullshit. No, that's not I'm going. I'm not doing that, man. I'm not going there because I know people are going to do that. People are going to say that if they go down that road. 10 years from now, the Southern YouTubers are going to be like, you're going to compare it. Yeah, that's what you've been saying. I remember you saying that. I remember. And they're gonna people are gonna play black. If Lex Luthor is black, they're gonna say it's woke. Newsflash. Remember, he was black in the show. Yeah, but George. George. You know how it is. Everybody knows in this chat how it is. Oh, they have to, cause me and Degrassi kind of agree on this. if the directors and the writers go on the writers are on strike. If the actors and the directors go on strike, possibly at the end of June, because I think their deal's up at the end of June, right? The last day of June, right? Hall H, where would have the big announcements for stuff, right? For DC, Marvel, and others. Hall H, it's gonna be bare. It's gonna be empty. It's gonna be bare and empty. If they join this, and they're together, man. The directors and the actors are on the sides of the writers, right? So I'm not being optimistic that there's going to be agreement by then, okay? So I'm not optimistic that there's going to be. I mean, Comic-Con's going to go ahead because Comic-Con's not just that. But to be honest with you, the only people that care about Comic-Con is about Marvel, DC, and the movies and all the TV shows. They don't care about anything else. But Comic-Con's going to still go ahead because of the other stuff Comic-Con has, right? Oh, they're going to walk out, man. Here's the thing. All these actors and directors you see, the writers, that tells you something. That tells you they're going to walk out once their deal is up. I'm sorry. It's just how it is. That tells you their negotiations, their solidarity. They're together. They still could work. Technically, they can still work, but they know once their labor agreement is up in June, they're going to be told by their union reps, this is a date, we go on strike. Hello, George.
What up? What up?
Oh, what's up? How's the Knicks?
Yes, but hey, Lakers made it.
Am I shocked? No. But I hope Denver kicks their ass. Nuggets, the grassy Nuggets. I don't
It sounds like 2024 is going to become 2020. We're going to have a repeat of 2020.
Oh,
things are going to get canceled. Well, besides that, we're in America. We got a Trump versus Biden matchup likely to happen again. We're having a repeat of 2020. We got another election coming up.
I don't want 2020 George. I do not want 2020 to be a repeat. Okay, honestly.
Well, this is going to be a repeat without the pandemic. I think.
I hope. That's why.
I mean, listen. I'll be honest. I'm not. The delays don't annoy me because you know what? There's so many other stuff to watch and play.
Video games right now. I'm playing Zelda and Diablo.
I'm still playing Breath of the Wild right now. So
yeah.
I still gotta get Tears of the Kingdom, but the one thing I took away from the pandemic was I got to rewatch stuff I haven't seen in a long time. I got to watch stuff I never seen before.
Same.
Plenty new stuff to watch. Just plenty stuff to watch.
Same.
And it's not like I don't think every 2024 movie is gonna get delayed. Like obviously there's gonna be some projects that were able to get done before.
The Marvel movies might get delayed.
Yeah, Marvel might, but. Well, I think the Captain America 4 might be okay, but I feel like everything else is going to get delayed. If anything, I can see that one, if anything, getting delayed to maybe the end of 2024 because a lot of work got done on it.
That's funny, Hunter. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about Captain America 4 being shut down.
Yeah.
I know all the other Marvel stuff has. Has you heard of anything about Captain America 4?
No, I think the thing is what Captain America 4 had the benefit of getting a lot of stuff done before the strike.
I heard they were planning. I heard it was May or June they were planning because usually in productions for films they have like an end month, right, when they want to done filming, right? I heard it's like June possibly.
But the thing is that they're not going to be able to do like reshoots or change things up. So but I can see that probably still coming out next year. It's everything else that's in the air because they didn't start filming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, Blade is cursed. The TV shows have been shut down. They haven't been shut down. They've been shut down for a day. They haven't been like postponed, but they're pretty much postponed.
It's crazy. I think Joker might be fine because they got a lot.
I think Joker finished filming.
Yeah, so like I think that's gonna be fine. It's ironic, like,
but I don't know if they did reshoots for that.
Yeah, but that's comes out like I think like in October 2024, so like they have plenty of time for reshoots.
It's the only DC movie coming out.
Yeah, so like so they got like more than a year to get reshoots done for that film.
Yeah, Joker could be fine.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, they like wrapped filming on that early this year, so that'll be fine. That comes out in a year.
Yeah.
So I think that could be okay as well. Again, some things might be okay because they either short
term movies and TV shows are fine. Short term, it's long term. Like Campia said this perfectly well. The short term stuff is fine. Long term is gonna be affected.
So like for films that have either wrapped up filming or like almost done filming that are unlikely to get shut down due to the pandemic, they're gonna be fine. But stuff that has not started filming yet or just barely started filming, I think they're going to be impacted.
I think it's finished. I think they're done filming, though. Well, all this other stuff. I was going to look at the. I was looking at the Lois Lane. Samara Weaving is in Wedding for Lois Lane. She looks like she does look like Margot Robbie. I'm like, my God, is this Margot Robbie?
I can't see her as Lois Lane. Some of the other choices, I was like, this looks like Lois Lane, but her, no.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah, he said it. Ryan Reynolds said this. Yeah, he did say that. Well, Todd Phillips. Well, I guess the guild don't like him.
Well,
that's terrible. That's terrible.
Well, he's the director of Hangover, right?
Yeah.
Hangover came out in 2009. That was one of the better, well-received movies of 2009.
But if he really hates the Writers Guild and says this about the Writers Guild, it shows what kind of person he is, because he doesn't really. It shows that he doesn't respect the writers and their wishes, what they want, and the right to get compensated and treated fairly for their work. I mean, Todd Phillips is a good director, but I gotta call him out on this. Yeah, that's not a good look, if you ask me. It's not a good look. If I was any writer heard about this Todd Phillips, I would not want to work with him.
Okay, can the writer's strike cause the new Fast trilogy to get canceled?
Oh my God! I can't believe it's a trilogy. It was gonna be it was Fast 10, and then Fast 10 Part 2, and now it's gonna be like Part 3. What the fuck?
Listen, a friend from work on their story on Instagram, they shared the thing about how Vin Diesel said it's gonna be a trilogy. He says this is dragging out, to be honest. I was like, thank you.
Because this is all Vin Diesel has. I know he's Groot, but literally, you think he's Vin Diesel? Vin Diesel is not a movie star. I mean, okay, he is. Okay, he's a movie star, but this is his relevancy, Fast and Furious. Because everything else he's been, okay, Guardians aside, but let's be honest, he's not really selling tickets for Guardians. Groot is great, but he's not. Yeah. But he's not really in it. He's just doing the voice.
You know what? What I'm surprised that at the end, minor spoiler for anyone who hasn't seen Guardians.
It's spoiled already, which is stupid. I'm sorry. I know it's fast as a joke. I'm sorry, George. I talked over you, but in my opinion, that was bad. They shouldn't have done that.
I love you guys. He should have said, "I love you guys. We are family." He should have said, "We are family."
Yeah, exactly. This is wrong on my part. Not my part. This is I agree with you, Anthony. They should not have been. I'm sorry. I think this is wrong. The wrong thing to do. I think
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't even decided if I want to see Fast X yet. I still have to watch Fate of the Furious and F9.
I heard from people on Twitter, like the people who got to see the screenings or whatever. They said it's good, but it's not like it's it's not good as 7. It's better than
The
9, but it's not as good as 7 or like 6. It's like
the
it's
thing
typical.
the thing is the franchise peaked at like 5, 6, and 7. Like to me, those were like the very good
That's
movies of the
because
franchise.
that's because every movie Vin Diesel has been in, bombed, man. I was gonna say botched, but that's for a sports term. Botched. Riddick, he didn't do well. Like Riddick was okay. It was his other major franchise. Riddick didn't was okay, right? He did XXX. What's it called? When he was before Ice Cube took over, right? Because Ice Cube took over that role. He did some other movies like The Witch, that movie with The Witch, 2014 with Michael Caine and Elijah Wood. He did that movie. That did not do good. I forget the name of it. I know there's witches in it. That movie. He did a pacifier. He's because he doesn't have leading material, Vin Diesel. Okay, he doesn't have the acting chops to be a leading material. And only in Fast and Furious, because I look at the Fast and Furious franchise, you could tell the actors and crew, they're not acting their butts off.
They're phoning it in.
Yeah, and they enjoy it. Yeah.
Also, apparently, the Rock's returning to Fast and Furious. What was that true?
Yes.
Oh my! You know what?
That's the post-credit scene that's been official now. Been everybody knows about now.
So it's like, you know what? So here's the thing. He wanted to bite out of the DC apple. That didn't work out. He's gonna go back and eat his McDonald's from the Fast and Furious. Like seriously. Like,
you know what it's like? I want to take a break. It's like these actors and actresses. I want to take a break from filming. I'm gonna go film. I'm gonna be in Fast and Furious. I don't have to do anything there.
The thing,
I from the trailers, it looks like Jason Momoa is having the most fun.
Well, Jason Momoa seems like he always has fun.
Yeah.
But like honestly, it's like at this point, both franchise, both The Rock and Fast and Furious seem desperate because the Fast and Furious franchise probably want him back, and now like he needs a new franchise because he's no longer going to be at DC.
When Fast and Furious ends, where do you see Vin Diesel? Because he's going to be known as the Fast and Furious guy in the failure outside Fast and the Furious. The Rock, The Rock is fine. I think The Rock is going to be fine, no matter how much he's been taken lately, like criticism and all that.
Oh, he's got the live action Moana.
Yeah.
No, with Vin Diesel, here's the thing. You know, it's popular to bring back IPs for nostalgia. Maybe Warner Bros. Will say, "Hey, you want to do Iron Giant?"
At least The Rock could be funny. Vin Diesel cannot be funny.
He's cringe, Vin Diesel.
No, he's not. The Rock is a better actor than Vin Diesel.
That's what I said. Like Vin Diesel's cringe. It's like, honestly, I can see Vin Diesel, Warner Brothers asking Vin Diesel, "Hey, you want to do another Iron Giant project?"
Oh, he just does a voice.
Yeah, just as the voice.
I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger has more charisma than Vin Diesel. Because Schwarzenegger, he could be funny.
The thing is, it's not even about being a great actor. It's about, are you entertaining? Like, Arnold Schwarzenegger is not the greatest actor, but he's entertaining.
Vin Diesel was never entertaining outside of Fast and Furious.
Same thing with Sylvester Stallone. Like, I mean, Stallone will give great performances, like in Rambo and Rocky, but even in a movie that's not so great, he's entertaining still. And people will go see it, like The Expendables. Vin Diesel's just not entertaining.
No, he's dry. He's not.
I mean, the real heart and soul of the Fast and Furious movies was Paul Walker.
Yeah, was Brian.
And when he left, the more entertaining personalities, the more
he did leave technically, but I know what you meant.
Well, when he passed away, the more entertaining personalities, I haven't seen those movies, but from what
and it's sad though, because when Paul Walker didn't become a breakout star for Fast, they tried, but he didn't break out like into major stuff.
But like. The more entertaining personalities ended up being Tyrese and Ludacris, not even Vin Diesel.
Tyrese, Ludacris. This is the supporting cast. And like Michelle Rodriguez is not a good actress either because she always plays the same type of character. She's typecast as the same type of character. Always a tough exterior woman, you know? Always. Like, do you know the I'll say this: Fast and Furious actors and actresses, none of them are not good actors or actresses. Like the best one is probably like Brie Larson.
Larson. Oh man. Well, what about Kurt Russell?
Kurt Russell. Yeah, Kurt Russell's gets a good point. Kurt Russell is definitely up there. Jason Statham's good for what he is. Like they're all most of them are one-dimensional, right? They're all typecast as like Jason Statham plays the same character in every film.
No, right? Yeah, that's true.
If Chris has a rock, we got to be honest about Jason Statham. I think Jason Statham could be funny. Like, he could be charismatic in his own way. I think Vin Diesel. Like when Vin Diesel tries to be charismatic, it looks like he's trying like too hard to be charismatic. You know, it's like not natural. And to me, yeah, I think to me, some actors. I know acting is about acting, but you're playing a character, right? You're playing somebody that's fake, obviously. But sometimes some actors could pull off certain characters or certain like roles and certain aspects of roles. Right? Like some actors could be funny. Like I think comedy and funniness is natural. That's why you see some actors and actresses are not good at it. Because to me, comedy is natural. I think you either have it or you don't, honestly.
I can see Vin Diesel playing like a voice role in DC.
Yeah, he could be he could voice. He could face no, it's too late now. He can voice Killer Croc. I don't know.
Oh my goodness! The thing is, it's like he's very limited in range.
Yeah.
Like I know he had a movie that came out right around the time Shutdown happened. I forgot what it was, like Bloodshot or like.
Oh yeah, Bloodshot. Oh. Yeah.
I heard that was bad.
He doesn't have good. If you look at his track record, his movies all sucked, except for the Fast and Furious franchise.
I remember when he was in that kid movie, The Pacifier.
Yes.
That movie.
And he knew he couldn't do comedy after that, right?
That was cringe.
Oh my god. I'll be right back. The sun's coming in my eyes.
I know he was in Saving Private Ryan, but like he got killed off. He was like the first soldier killed off in Saving Private Ryan when trying to rescue Ryan. So like that's probably the best movie he's ever been in, but it was like very minor.
Which movie? I'm sorry, I was away for a while.
Private Ryan. He was like one of the
first, but he was like a nobody. He was like a peer support. Yeah.
Yeah, he got like killed. He was like the first one killed on the rescue mission.
Bradley Cooper could definitely pull off a Lex. Definitely.
Yo, what if Vin Diesel plays Jor-El? And he's like, remember, your family will always love you, Kal-El.
He's gonna play Batman. It's all about the Bat family. Damien, it's all about family. He should play Mr. Freeze. I'm doing this to save Nora because it's about family. I don't know.
Well, like apparently, like all the trades they're giving very conflicting information on Superman Legacy.
I know.
So it's like it's really hard to trust. I like, and you know, Gunn's not going to give an answer.
So So. Oh, I know. I know you're talking about. His character is dead though. He's ready. I think his character is. You got to remember, he was a Peacemaker, and I believe, and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm 95% sure. Peacemaker is going to be canon to the new DCU, and he was murdered in Peacemaker, the same actor. George, is that that's correct, right? He was the same actor, right? So I don't know if this is possible.
Wait, what?
The high revolutionary actor, right? Hudrigi. So that's
he was in Peacemaker. So
in the Peacemaker, I think it leaves canon to the new DCU. Unless Merlin was a shapeshifter, but he was not. He said he was a butterfly, so I don't think it could work. Because Marshall Manhunter could be. Sure, Max could be a shapeshifter, right? So I don't think it would work. But these 4 actresses are in the running. So for Lois Lane, apparently, Samara Weaving, who looks like Margot Robbie. This is Rachel Brosnahan. I heard of her. I don't know from where. Phoebe, what's her name? Dynevor and Emma Mackey. I'm gonna be honest with you. She looks like Lois Lane more than all of them. Well, maybe she does too, but I'm doing good, Max. Hey, Max, what's up?
Hey, you're talking rumors.
I'm talking from the Hollywood Reporter about the Superman Legacy, like potential castings.
I'm actually excited. I didn't the first look for the what's the guy's name? David Corenswet.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, but then I started like looking more pictures. I think it's a solid choice, and I do think James Gunn kind of confirmed it because he didn't debunk it. He's just like, well, I don't really talk. Did you see his Twitter?
Yeah. I
don't really like to talk about it until so. But I think it's exciting. Mm-hmm. People were also saying that they believe Nicholas Holt's not for Superman, but for Lex.
And now they're saying she might be for Superman. It's conflicting reports on that.
Well, what would you see him as?
I don't see him as either, honestly.
Either? Okay.
Yeah.
Someone on my stream earlier was saying Metallo or something, but I don't know.
Metallo? Oh. Yeah, I don't see Nicholas Hoult either. I think he's out of the age range for what they want for Superman. Because Superman, they want like a 25-year-old, right? Nicholas Hoult's like 10 years older. Mm-hmm. Like he's I don't see him for Lex either. I just don't think he looks like Lex.
I think without the hair, he'd be a good one.
I want Lex at least to look a little bit physical intimidating. You know, he has like at least a well-built body or stuff like that. I know his strongest quality is his mind, obviously his intelligence. But if you know in the comics and all of that, he does have a well-built body. He does like to keep his body in good shape. I like to see Lex at least a little threatening in that sense. Well, because you watch all the Superman movies, right, and all the Superman shows. What's the one thing that Lex has never done? He's never really fought Superman in the movies.
No, he's kind of outsmarted him. My favorite Lex is actually, what's the guy's name from BVS? The actor
Jesse Eisenberg.
Because he brought Superman down to his knees and it was believable. You know, that was remember when he was on top of the building and he had his mother and he brought him to his knees? That was really intense. I know people don't like him, but I thought it was awesome.
What about you, George? What kind of Lex Luthor do you like to see?
Something like the DC animated universe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like to see him one for presidency and he can start shit up in the DCU as a president. He can make life living hell for all the heroes. Yeah. But I don't see Nicholas Hoult as him. He was in the running for Batman.
I just recognize him too much from other projects. Even though Cavill's recognizable now and Ben Affleck was always recognizable even before he got Batman. It's just I've seen Nicholas Hoult too many other places.
I'm telling you one thing. I don't think Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez are a happy couple.
No, you're falling for fake news. Have you been watching the Daily Loud on Twitter?
They don't get to argue with each other all the time.
No, they're clipping it out of context. Someone showed the whole video on Twitter, and they're not arguing.
Oh.
They're not arguing. That Daily Loud also on Twitter, it got debunked about Jamie Foxx. He's actually released from the hospital.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx is not. Yeah, they made it sound like Jamie Foxx is going to die. People like.
Yeah, that was spreading pretty frequently.
Yeah. Public Enemy. Yeah, that was a great movie. Public Enemy. Superman, Batman. That was a great movie. Go check it out if you haven't seen it, guys. It's great. I think 2008 or 2009 it came out. I don't know who should play Lex Luthor, really. Like, I mean, I don't want to. I don't have a problem with the older Lex Luthor, really. To be honest with you, I really don't have a problem. He doesn't have to be the same age range as Superman. I don't mind. I know people joked about this years ago, like months ago, about Robert Downey Jr. being bought, and people are like, "Oh my God, he's gonna play Lex Luthor." I think Robert Downey could play a great Lex Luthor, but I don't think that's happening. Yeah. I don't think he wants to sign in. Yeah, I don't think he wants to sign in for like another mega 10-year deal with Disney. I don't think he wants to do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Abbott. I've probably seen this guy before.
I'm still conflicted because all the stuff that went down with Warner Bros. But I can't lie. I'm getting kind of excited about Superman Legacy. It's weird. It's really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still wanted to see Cavill, but it's exciting.
Oh, Christopher Abbott. Oh yeah, he's gonna be Craven. Okay.
There's other good news too. The Guardians 3 is passing 400 million worldwide. That's very good for how
50% drop.
That's not bad.
No,
that's not bad with this age of streaming and everything. Like 60, like over 65%, close to 70 is where you got to be concerned. It's just that Fast X is coming out next week, so. Don't you think that's a similar audience you're going to fight for Fast X when it gets to theater?
Next week, yeah. Fast X comes out next. Well, actually, Fast X is already out in Europe, I believe.
Yeah. Do you know? I'm going to get kind of disappointed about how many people are running with spoilers on Fast X. Do you guys?
The Rock stuff?
No. Well, I wasn't going to say it.
It's already out there. It's already out there.
No, you already said it. Yeah, I wasn't going to say it.
We all know it, though.
Robert Meyer Burnett was like pissed off yesterday about everyone covering that, but everyone just has it in their titles and thumbnails. But that would have been such a cool, now that you said it, it's such a cool surprise.
Like, they should have rated to like, you know why? People saw screenings and they come out in Europe a week early. I believe it got released I think it got released in Europe yesterday or Rome yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So
I haven't really watched the last Fast and Furious movies.
Same.
It's becoming running gag if you're watching.
Isn't it on? I think it's on Peacock, or I have a few streaming services, Paramount Plus or Peacock. I got to check it out to see.
It's just movies. Nobody acts in those movies. Like. Except Jason Momoa. He looks like he's having so much fun in that film.
They said from the reaction that Jason Momoa is the standout, that he's kind of like the Joker.
Oh, kind of like the Joker. Oh, he's giving the Joker to DCU.
Like a Joker vibe, like kind of like anarchist and just doesn't care, just wants to cause chaos.
I thought he's out for revenge because all I know this is not a spoiler, but all I know he's the son of that drug lord billionaire from the 6th movie, the 5th movie, the one they go to Brazil.
I don't know. I just got to see what I might start watching them. I don't even remember where I left off. I think I watched 4 or 5 or 6. I don't know.
Will Poulter is supposed to go. I don't know if he's going to do DC and Marvel because we're not.
No, he's not.
Guardians has been out of the week now, so we can spoiler. I think he's gonna stick on. He's gonna be in Marvel for a while.
He would be a good as a smaller character like Jimmy Olsen, like someone suggested that.
Yeah, he looks like Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah.
Did you see the comedy bait about how everybody compares him to Andy from Toy Story?
No, it was Sid. It was Sid from Toy Story.
Sid, yeah. He wasn't even born yet, I don't think. Was he born then? Was it 96, right? That movie came out in 95?
95.
Yeah.
I just remember him from Narnia, the third movie. That annoying cousin. Well, he's 30 years old. Wow, he's older than I thought. Oh, no.
He's a 93.
The only thing that's confirmed about a casting is that James Gunn has confirmed there has been a cast, but it's not a major character. That's what he said on Twitter.
Yeah, it's not a regular.
Not a regular. Yeah,
I don't know what that means. Crypto.
But is Crypto gonna have a voice?
Well, it's still not proven if that was a joke or not. They might have just because who was there? It was Chris Pratt and James Gunn, and like, oh yeah, you got an exclusive. That could have been just a whole joke to send people off speculating. Crypto might not even be on it, but it does seem like he would do Crypto though. I gotta be honest.
Crypto doesn't talk. Unless it's super pets. Maybe he does talk, but only animals could talk and understand them.
I never finished that DC Super Pets.
I never seen it.
Same.
Why were
I started just a little bit of it, but I never finished it.
I'll be honest, I never watched the show Titans.
I like Titans. Have either one of you been any interest or watch Superman and Lois?
I actually saw some episodes this year. I heard they might move it instead of canceling. They might move it to HBO Max. There's a potential rumor about that.
I don't know. I hope it gets saved because there's some. I've seen some
people like
stuff
it
on Twitter. Like some of the action sequences are pretty legit.
It's a good show. It's getting very positive reviews. It's not. It doesn't feel like a typical CW show.
They are a perfect Clark and Lois. Like,
yes.
I'm not like 100% sold on him as Superman, but he does a great Clark.
And you know what? And I don't know how Gotham Knights is not canceled yet. They canceled a bunch of CW's canceled a bunch of these. CW's canceled a bunch of these shows already.
Yeah, I'm not against it, but there's
not
no way
good.
it's gonna last. No,
it's not a good show. It's horrible. Kieran Gilly. I say Kieran Gilly. That's next. It's not a good show, Gotham Knights. It's really. I watched the first episode. I'm like, oh my god, this is bad.
I didn't watch any of it yet.
It's horrible. It's not good.
If I really don't think I'm gonna like it, I don't want to watch. I don't waste time watching stuff I think is gonna be bad. But I wanted to see maybe it might be interesting. Not just as a show, not as like a portrayal of the characters they're supposed to be.
What, Sean O'Rourke?
Yeah. Yeah, this is right here. Like the one rumor is they might move Superman and Lois to HBO Max, or they might cancel it because of the budget, even though how popular it is. And they might make Gotham Knights season 2 because it's cheaper to make. I'm like, I don't care how much cheaper it is to make. It's not a good show. Please.
Honestly, I think by the time Legacy comes out, even if it does survive another season, I don't think it's going to continue past when Legacy is going to be in theaters.
No.
Well, no. I mean, the Flash is supposed to end around the time the movie comes out.
Yo, the Flash. I mean, they're really pumping all their marketing into the Flash because, people could start seeing it a month early in some certain select places. Literally, like a month early.
Well, they're playing it before the basketball games.
Yeah, it's it's Warner Bros. Is putting all their eggs in the basket with this film. Everything. It's just like this is everything Guardians has received all positive. Warner Bros. Thinks with this film you're gonna have the exact same reaction from fans.
Mm-hmm.
They should. Lex Luthor is finally being introduced in this, right? In this season.
I thought Titans.
He had both.
Both different ones for each.
Yeah. The one in Superman Lois, I believe, is one of the actors from The Walking Dead, the one who plays Abraham.
Oh, I thought he was going to play in Titans.
No, that's the other one. That's the guy Bosch.
Okay.
Yeah, it's strange. It's strange. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I hope they get to do a 4th season to wrap it up. I don't think I would never think it would go to 5 seasons, but I would hope they'd let them do a good final. I can't stand when any story gets cut off. Just like, doop, that's it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you can have this evergreen product, even if the finale's not the best. You at least like, oh, we have a series that we finished, and then it can help with selling it to other streamers, and I don't understand the process of dumping money into shows, couple seasons, and then just ending it cold without any conclusion. Then it's like, why would you even want to watch it ever?
Yeah. Yeah, I think the CW shows would be done once the DCU kicks in. I know that Zaslav hinted at a Superman video game possibly in the future.
That I think he was. I don't think there was anything concrete there. I was just thinking he was saying potentially. I would hope James Gunn would work with one of the Warner Brothers game developers.
Rocksteady. Get Rocksteady.
Well, and I mean that you guys been watching the Mortal Kombat 12 news?
Yeah, but it's a reboot, right? It's because it's calling it 1 now, right? They're not calling it.
There's interpretations of the teasers. They skipped past 12 and went to 1.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but then Ed Boon's also on Twitter saying, "Who said it was a Mortal Kombat game?" It could be. I speculate because I've been following this for a long time. I've been teased by Ed Boon. I've been following him on Twitter for a long time. All the stuff. I don't think it's just Mortal Kombat. If it's taken this long to announce what it is, I think I think he's got something interesting up his sleeve, and it's probably related to Warner Bros. IP as to why they got to find the right time to announce it. So at least very cool season passes with Warner Brothers' own characters and potentially I think Peacemaker is a strong possibility. That'd be amazing.
There's rumors of a PlayStation showcase, an Microsoft showcase, right? End of the month or early June.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll announce something there because they're not doing E3 because E3 has been canceled basically this year.
No, Beltry, I disagree. I don't want Injustice. I would much prefer Mortal Kombat and then have a season pass of DC characters in Mortal Kombat and then have it's fun. I don't care. Whatever he wants to say. I'm fine.
It's Aaron's show. Aaron can let who he wants on.
Yeah. I don't have to I'm here to talk about entertainment. But
May 25th or June 1st? Okay. Yeah, I heard the rumor of Peacemaker in Mortal Kombat and Homelander.
I did hear the Peacemaker one.
Yeah, Homelander.
I think that's just a guess.
Yeah.
Like that just makes the most sense. That's just like if James Gunn was going to work with NetherRealms and Ed Boon for a character within Warner Brothers that's more recent, that would make total sense for a guest character on a Mortal Kombat game. Just the number one thing that pops your head's Peacemaker, right? So I don't even think that you need a source for that. I think it's just a solid guess.
Anthony, I think we will get a trailer, but it's going to be at the showcase.
Ain't the game's still supposed to come out in the fall? Like we have
Yeah,
not seen
September,
too much.
October, so we could get a trailer when the showcase happens. That's it.
Gotta get a trailer out now because it's supposed to come out in the fall.
No, really, not for video games. Like, you could 3 or 4 months ahead. It's fine.
Nintendo had like 2 trailers in like the past few years, before Tears of the Kingdom came out. They had a trailer in 2019. Had a trailer in 2021.
Well, I don't think Tears of the Kingdom was originally supposed to come out this year in the first place.
But still.
Tears of the Kingdom was amazing, man. Oh my! Do you see how the Twitter trends, the hashtag Zelda was getting on my Twitter feed? Oh my! More than any movie, more than any actor, more than anything, Zelda was getting so much tweets.
Mm-hmm.
Like over 100,000, like over 200,000. This game, I think is gonna sell the most. I know it's Nintendo, right? So they don't have on other consoles, but I think this game is gonna sell so much. And no other. I don't even think Spider-Man's gonna break it. Personally, I don't. I think it's only potentially the one that could break it. But I think this game is the most anticipated game for years. I personally think.
Yeah.
Since the trailer came out.
Yeah.
I don't even know when I'm buying Tears of the Kingdom yet. I don't know when I'm getting it.
I'm not buying it for $70. I love Nintendo, but well, I don't buy many games for $70. The only ones I'm really considering is like I love fighting games. So Mortal Kombat 12, depending on how cool the announcement is and what special, they have to have an angle. It just can't be like teasing people for this long just for Mortal Kombat 12. Yeah. That's it. There's got to be some interesting angle to it.
Tears of the Kingdom is actually $70.
Yeah.
I remember when games were $60. Well, like, what happened?
No, this is the first time Nintendo's charged over $60.
Oh.
Nintendo, and the thing is, Nintendo never drops the prices. Ever.
Well, you can get $10, $15 off on the retail stores, but they retain their value way more than I think the reason Nintendo games retain their value is the majority of the game is actually on the physical media. Yeah. Whereas other developers, third-party developers on other systems like Xbox and Sony, they could just ship it. They could just give the keys to the game and the unlock on the disc. But the majority of this stuff is downloaded.
I feel so bad for Shazam. Only 133 billion. Is that how much it made? 133 million? It's such a good movie. Fun
Shazam
movie.
2?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm not a hater of it. I finally watched it because Brucifer, but I watched it twice actually to see if I would like it more a second time. It's just the Lucy Liu character. The villains were not that cool, and then the Shazamly was cool, but Zachary Levi was just over the top.
He's always over.
I like him in it. I like him. It's just he's very hit or miss for me. Like sometimes he's funny. Most of the time he's like half the time I think he's cringe.
Now I'm interested to see this movie, The Blackberry. It's so good. You know the movie Blackberry is how the Blackberry got popular and made and got very popular. Remember, everybody had like a Blackberry. You had to be rich. Usually, business people had Blackberries. I remember that.
Wait, what was a Blackberry again?
Oh,
it was before iPhones became popular. Yeah. It had a lot of.
Okay, so I never owned it then.
I
think it had like actual keyboard.
Yeah.
On it too, a lot of buttons instead of touchscreen buttons.
George, I never had one either, and I lived through that BlackBerry era. Like, so it's not.
I never thought the BlackBerry was that much. That
was this
popular.
The 2000s? Like,
yeah.
Okay, so like, yeah, so this was like before like I owned a phone. I didn't get a phone until 2010, so.
Yeah, because Degrassi is older than all of us, so he obviously went through Blackberries. Yeah, but the film was really good, apparently. Juan Tomillo says, like, they may even say it might be a are running for best film of the year, and possibly for an Oscar for best film, even though it's an Apple Plus film, not a theatrical film. That's not a good sign if a film on a streaming service might be in the running for best film of the year.
Streaming service that's really not popular. Like, I'm never gonna get Apple Plus.
But Apple Plus is good shows though.
But it's like I'm gonna be honest.
Get it again.
I'm not really in like shows are hit or miss for me. So it's like I'm not gonna waste it just for shows.
I just don't like these streaming services showing sports, a live sports event. I hate it. It's still happening, Donovan. It's still happening in this film. That's all I can tell you because I don't.
Well, Aaron, I remember on Hulu a couple of years ago when my sister had I guess like the TV bundle with her Hulu. I had to watch Game 7 of the Brooklyn versus Bucks. Because she didn't have cable, so like she had the Hulu TV.
Doesn't it suck, George? It sucks. I'd rather watch sports on cable TV than a streaming service.
It felt a bit off, even though it was a really good game.
I love how these anti-woke people are like shitting on Disney for losing subscribers, not realizing what the real reason is, or they might know the real reason. You know, Max, you know why Disney lost subscribers in the first quarter?
Well, there's multiple reasons. Yeah, there are people that think the quality's declining. There are people that unsub for reasons, but I don't think it's a majority at all.
It's India, man. It's mostly India. Right? Like, that's the main reason.
We were talking about the other day. It wasn't because of the cricket.
They don't have cricket. They're not showing cricket anymore. And I mean, cricket's not big in our continent in North America, but it's really big there in Asia.
Speaking of like the woke crowd, apparently Doomcock was offended by Guardians 3.
Oh my god! You didn't see that, Max? Did you see his tweets about Guardians 3?
No.
He was offended by the treatment of animals in the film.
What?
Yeah.
And he said that's why he didn't like it. It wasn't even because it was SJW or anything. It was because of the treatment of animals.
They didn't really show anything. I know. Okay, the animals had like
Doomcock's offended.
Yeah, I know, because obviously the animals, they were experimented on, but you really didn't see them. You didn't really see anything in the film where it's too gory. You didn't see blood or organs or anything like that. Like, you didn't see that.
Yeah.
And there's actual films and TV shows out there where animals are being experimented on, mutilated, all that stuff. That's a lot more. That actually show that kind of stuff. This film was tamed on animal cruelty, if you really ask me.
PETA actually endorsed the film.
Yeah. There was no.
Yeah. Doomcock said, because the sight of abused and mutilated animals is too upsetting to me. I hate Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I love the franchise, and I've always admired Gunn's work, but this movie broke my heart. I admit my emotions compromised me here, but no, I never want to see it again.
The point of the
and
movie,
he said, and then he put like another tweet saying, "For God's sakes, don't take your kids. If, like me, the sight of animals being mutilated and abused is too upsetting to you, you should avoid this film."
I'm thinking about like all kinds of thumbnails to make with like, like that Sarah McLachlan type thing with the animals and Doomcock crying, clutching his pearls.
Oh, that's hilarious! It's like, oh my god, animal cruelty.
No, animal cruelty is horrible, but it was the way it was done was to really empathize with these living beings and make you think.
If watching the film, they do save the animals, so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, spoiler for anyone in the audience who didn't see the film, they do save the animals. They do save the raccoons, so.
You know what's, well, this is a spoiler for it too. It was kind of effed up that the only one that thought to do that though was, remember, George?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I get it, but to be fair, like everyone saw the kids in cages and that was like,
but
I think everyone was occupied of saving the kids.
Yeah, but there was actually a line that said like, I thought we were only doing certain level of life forms, and I'm like, what the?
Mm-hmm.
I was a little shocked by that one.
Yo, where did those kids? Jube.
Oh my goodness.
That was a really good movie. Like I think that's the best MCU movie since Endgame, in my opinion.
I think it's gonna be the last great one for a while.
Oh, let's see how the Marvels too.
No, the Deadpool 3 is going to be amazing.
Yeah, if it ever gets made.
But
it's gonna get made. It'll just be longer than we think because of the strikes.
But until then, I think we're just gonna get good to mid-level Marvel films.
Yeah, because I think Max, with the strike going on, a lot of Marvel stuff is might get pushed back again.
It's not just that. It's just like Guardians just was. I mean, James Gunn's on a different level than a lot of these Marvel directors, if I'm being honest.
He had
like
control.
His writing.
I think he had freedom. I think he had a lot of freedom control in this movie compared to
like
other Marvel
his
directors.
writing and character moments. It's like to like before this came out, 2 of the last 3 tried mimicking his style and failed at it. Ant-Man and Thor: Love and Thunder, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm worried about the Marvels. It's like I get it. The first Captain Marvel wasn't all that great and all that, but it's like mimicking James Gunn's style. Is that like could that really make it a better film? I honestly don't know.
Well, the Marvels have a better director this time, right?
I kind of want to see a different vibe. I don't. Well, it's not determined if it's going to be another. If they continue the Guardians, if it's going to be in the Avengers, or if it's going to be its own standalone. Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's speculating, but probably more likely they'll just continue in an Avengers movie.
It's so strange now. If they do a Guardians 4, we're gonna see like a raccoon leading the Guardians. A raccoon. How they made this character so lovable. So likable.
It's very possible that if they do make a Captain Marvel 3, that she joins the Guardians, because she was also in the Guardians of the comics, I've heard.
She does have connections with them, yes.
So people might not like that, but
well, it was pretty obvious what characters are likely to return and what characters are not.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, some of them were the jumping ship is Superman. You know, the Mantis.
Well, it ain't just like jumping ship. It's like if you see like how the character arcs ended and like how they set up some characters.
Batista and Gamora, they're gone, right? Zoe Saldana and Dave Batista. So I do think Mantis' actress is gone too, and I do think Karen Gillan is gone too.
I think Karen Gillan also said though, like she's open to returning, but like she would also want to work with James Gunn in the DCU.
I just don't think she's Poison Ivy. That's my opinion.
I mean, yeah. I can see Star-Lord like because like obviously he's now on Earth. I can see him like appearing in Kang Dynasty with like the other heroes.
The thing is, I didn't expect him to come back. I thought him reuniting with his grandfather was like his ending.
But it's like he can like, but I can also see them.
He's on
like,
Earth now.
Well, here's the thing. I can see him appearing the same way like how some Marvel characters appear, like Hulk and Thor Ragnarok. Like he's like the side hero that appears on the side, like
you'd be a space. I'm a Earth hero now.
And it's like and he feels just out of place because like he's fighting bad guys on Earth and it just like I don't know the way I'm trying to word it. It's like I can see him like playing off of another hero, but because he's like more goofy and colorful compared to some of the more grounded heroes.
He's not going to have his own solo film, that's for sure. He will not have his own solo film, right? Because he knows the Legend Guardian, the legendary Star-Lord, right? So he's not going to have a solo film. He'll probably be in like other people's films or in Avenger films, whatever. Because if they do Guardians 4, it's going to be Guardians with Raccoon, Groot.
It'll probably be Cosmic Guardians of the Galaxy, I think.
He could team up with Captain. I mean, if he wants to go back to space, he could team up with Captain Marvel.
If they continue Kang, if they do Jonathan Majors or not, or someone recast, it's gonna a lot of it's gonna be in space, right?
Not exactly. A lot of it could be on Earth.
Hmm.
I think it depends on what Kang variants they
Well, he was
use.
in the quantum realm before.
Yeah, but I don't think that's space.
I guess we'll have to see about
different time periods he might be around.
See with Loki season 2 is probably gonna.
Yeah, that's a different time period. I think Loki season 2. I think because I think Kang does time travel, right? So it might still be on Earth, but different time periods, different variants, time periods. Like the when Wamatat, for example, right? It might be Egyptian times, or Scar Saturnian might be a different time period. But he could be a space, whatever. They could do something like that.
Sorry, my coffee was wearing off.
I think the X-Men are not going to come to like 2028. They're teasing it. They're starting. You're starting to see some X-Men characters a little bit with Wolverine, right? With Wolverine, like Wolverine would be like the first true X-Men character to join the MCU. But I don't think Hugh Jackman is like a long-term Wolverine because I think he only signed up for 2 movies, maybe. Technically, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver were technically X-Men characters, right? But they couldn't call them Quicksilver or Scarlet Witch because they didn't have the rights to those names. Their alter ego names. They only had the rights to the real names until they got the rights to X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Deadpool. They're able to use the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver name. I believe. Isn't that correct, George?
I mean, I did notice they didn't use the name Scarlet Witch until after the rights got back. So, yeah, that's actually a good point. I don't think she was ever called Scarlet Witch in like any of the Phase 2 or
and
Phase
Pietro was never called Quicksilver. And they had to kill him off too, right? They had to kill him off too. They had to kill him off.
Yeah.
The deal was to kill him off because of Peter, Evan Pierce's one. George, want to answer this?
Do I think the strike will affect San Diego Comic-Con? I guess like it depends on what the project is. Like we were saying before, there are some projects I think will still come out next year because they were either done filming or were almost done and won't be affected by the strike. At the same time, though, you did bring up about like the actors' strike, so I think that could have a big effect if the actors go on strike. I honestly don't know how that's gonna work. I think we can still get like other stuff that won't be affected by the strike like announced.
Mm-hmm.
It really depends.
Yeah,
San Diego Comic-Con to me is hit or miss.
I agree with you. I think if they do actually announce the casting of Fantastic Four, that would be big. But maybe they'll wait. I don't think they like if they're still under strike. Would they not announce the Fantastic Four because they don't have the writers back yet? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I gotta go.
Well, the thing is also. Oh crap! What was I gonna say? It just like left my mind. The thing is like Marvel, even before like the strike and pandemic, they always kind of like they didn't always make a presence at San Diego Comic-Con. It was select years, and they had their big presence last year.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they're gonna have a big presence this year.
Yeah. Well, I gotta go, man. I gotta end it here.
Okay.
I gotta take my shower.
Go ahead and plug your stuff, Max, and you, George.
That's all right. People know. Thank you.
Sure. Go ahead, George.
I mean, you can. I mean, you know where to find me at the George, and I'm continuing to talk about Transformer movies. I'm gonna talk about Age of Extinction. It took me 2 days to get through the film, so.
Oh yeah.
Because that film gives me a headache to watch.
Yeah, I don't know when my next stream is going to be on this, but make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Thank you for all watching.
All right. Thanks,
Peace.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
And my hair is all